It's a top 10 matchup, but a battle for a conference championship and an automatic bid to the college football playoff with the first-round bye that goes with it. So a lot at stake here, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Kickoff team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. The Boilermakers offense comes on the field first today. And as this quarterback takes the field, eager to see how he plays today. There's a certain gravity about him. You can tell from the warm-up song the way the team responds and rallies around him. Can he come through on a big stage here?
Yeah, this guy is their Superman. And when that opening kickoff is kicked up into the air, his cape goes on. He sets,
breaks clear, end zone ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Off the play fake on first down. It's a quick grab. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And look at this, the fullback getting involved in the passing game. You don't see that too often these days.
How about the big fella? Good news is this guy has pretty good hands, and we saw it right there on full display.
Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. Using his legs here. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Boy, this defense, everything you want from them they do here except contain the quarterback. Nobody's open downfield. They pressure the quarterback. The only problem is they can't keep him short of the first down mark.
Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Snags the quick throw. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So Notre Dame's offense out there for their first possession. All right, Kirk, let's take a quick look at the impact players for today's game and how they're going to affect the outcome.
These are your leaders on the field and in the locker room. These are your go-to guys, not only when you need a play to be made, but also when you need somebody to rally your team.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. First down. Looking to throw the football. Makes a quick grab. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Drop him back. They're going to throw for the first down. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Third down sack will make the defensive coordinator very happy. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Looking to build on this lead on this possession. Had to settle for 3 last time out. Looking to throw it on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense does a great job here of pressuring the quarterback, but I got to give the quarterback a lot of credit. Instead of taking a negative play, he shows you his athletic ability and fights out and gets all the way back to the line of scrimmage.
They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Trends show guys that are continuing to go for it on fourth down. What's crazy to me, Chris, is deep in your own territory to go for it on fourth down. It's a big risk, but it pays off here.
Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Boilermakers are looking to keep this drive going. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's hit as he throws it. The pass is intercepted. Not much room in that return. Tackled at the 16, but an important takeaway for this defense.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, but now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time it's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed continue to have a field day.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Runs through the defender. And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Notre Dame comes to the line quickly. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because
he fires this throw and it's intercepted. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's looking deep here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught quickly.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
The offense now operating in empty. They look to throw it here on second down. And they heave it deep downfield. It is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
The Soft were able to bring him down quickly.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
They pressure him and sack him to be tackled inside the 10. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense wraps him up quickly. Got about 5 yards of the completion, but now it's fourth down. Purdue has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. And here comes the punter onto the field. We're going to kick it away for the second time. This one will be fair caught. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Trying to extend the play. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And a big gain across midfield moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, I love this defense and how they're playing some man coverage. And let's face it, when you do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
He's going to pull it down and run. Trying to use his legs to make the first down. Couldn't get there, and now it's a fourth down call. And the Boilermakers will have to punt this one away. And they'll just down it right here.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
First down here for this offense. There's the handoff. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Well, another first down run for Notre Dame. And, man, they have such great history of running the football over the years. I know you know that, Chris, but not just the backs. You think of those offensive linemen they've had in South Bend. Just what a tradition and something I know they're very proud of.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Locates the tight end. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Takes it out to the 44. That's good for a first down.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Looks right for a quick completion. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
You know, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up.
The freshman making an impact play there.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
This pass rush has been a problem. Another sack sets up 2nd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Pass clock. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. Field goal try. No good. He missed it. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
So the Boilermakers offense heads back out of the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points. And the ball is knocked loose. Who's got it? The offense recovers the fumble. And sack sets up 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Powering through the defender. That is a big play. Finally brought down at the 44.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Boilermakers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
How about Notre Dame sending a backer here? He comes up with the sack. A little Rudy magic on this one. Boy, they've had some great linebacker play over the years. Of course, think about Manti Te'o, Jalen Smith, who's now in the NFL and had a great career in South Bend. Notre Dame with great history at playing linebacker.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. So after consecutive losses, they got to come up with something here on 3rd and very long. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot. 3rd and very long. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. A bullet, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. And the Boilermakers will have to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Heading left after the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. Sticking with the running game. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Punt team ready to boot it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. So Purdue's offense trots back out on the field. They're looking to build on the lead. They had to punt the football in the last possession. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. And looking to throw now on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
I don't know if people understand how hard it is to defend against a deep ball in man coverage like that. But this defensive back did it perfectly. Turns his head back just in time to find the ball to ensure that incompletion.
And this pass is on target. Caught. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purdue.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in big and positive results.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead or play it safe. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a 1st down. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. See what the call is on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back. He makes the grab. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. The pass is caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On third and short, to try to pick it up on the ground. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. 2 quarters down in the Big Ten Championship. A couple of incredibly worthy teams battling for their rightful place in the history of this great conference. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. And with that, let's send it back to Chris and Kirk and the exciting conclusion of the Big Ten Championship.
All right, Kevin, thank you. We appreciate the breakdown. And the Boilermakers will kick this away to start the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. First down. We're going to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's almost like they don't have another receiver to throw the ball to. This guy's been making all kinds of plays today, and this time he decides to show off some fancy footwork and somehow stays in bounds.
The completion makes it second down. And he'll set up to throw. Makes a quick catch. Breaks the tackle, gets into the clear. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Chris, how about that? A quick slant that goes for this many yards and a touchdown. That's what's so dangerous about this quarterback and wide receiver. The quarterback puts the ball right on the money, and by doing so, look at the receiver. Catches it in stride and has all that room to run after the catch for that touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. They trail by 3 now, 10-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Same tailback, another carry. And it works. The first down to the 35.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, the coaches told us all week, don't be shocked if we use the fullback in the passing game. I thought they were kidding us, but here it is for a first down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it.
Well, this quarterback and his...
And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. The Boilermakers churn out another first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver makes the grab. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Wells. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. And the Boilermakers line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Goal line formation for the defense. Looking to score with a run to the right. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Boilermakers.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
BAT gives him a 10-point lead, 17-7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Here's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Quarterback in the shotgun here on third down. It's complete. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game.
Oh, the pass is picked off. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll hand it off. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
You'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback keeps the football. Picks up the first down and still going. He'll avoid a tackle there with a slide.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
The tackle is made as time runs out in the third quarter. Purdue has the lead here, sitting in pretty good position as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's check out the game stats so far. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They're going to run it. Mack gets the carry. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Now you're starting to see this defense, I think, wear down now that we're in the fourth quarter. It's been a tough day for them, and the offense is taking advantage of it. A lot of positive plays. Good job at eating as much clock as they can here on this drive in the fourth quarter.
This drive has already taken more than 3 minutes off the clock to come up on second down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
So now it's third and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Boilermakers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Hand off to the single back. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Notre Dame. This will be fun. Strange things happen. The conference championship trophy is on the line. One possession game, fourth quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. And all of a sudden, we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
Fields it just outside the goal line. He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start. Here comes Purdue's offense back out on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looks left and finds his target there. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
It's a small gain, but look who they threw the football to. The fullback. Nice to see him get his opportunities.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Moves his way for a first down to the 35.
Well, the defense gets these guys to third down. They got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And now they'll run it on the draw. And the Salk were able to bring him down quickly. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
On third down, it's a handoff. That moves the football inside the 40, and it's another first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
It's always a special year when after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.